Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we have a guest with us, my manager Lisa. We work together and we work in the office furniture industry. She was also in charge of hiring me, so let's take a look at what happens behind the scenes. Hi Lisa, thank you so much for joining us. Could you tell our viewers a little bit about your role with the company?
Absolutely, and thank you for having me. I am the operations manager and I oversee all of the behind the scenes operations. I look after the employees and I help with the hiring and with the job satisfaction. I handle issues, I'm problem solving, and just sort of have a responsibility for the overall well-being of everybody on the team.
So a lot of newcomers who come to Canada come with a list of technical skills. So is there any other skills that an employer is looking into hiring?
I think a lot of employers are really focused nowadays on the culture of the workplace. So having the social skills, being able to be a team player and fitting in with the overall workplace is really important.
So a lot of newcomers who come to Canada come from a hierarchical workplace environment where the management is responsible for taking most of the decisions and they mostly follow the lead. So how is the work culture in Canada different?
I think here in Canada there's a very large focus on team players and team building, and I think that everybody's input is very valued in my experience, and that if you come together as a team and put ideas together from all sorts of different perspectives, then the success is very great. Everyone's opinion is greatly valued no matter the role that you have within your organization, so you have to speak what's on your mind and be confident, and you'll be surprised by the positive reaction that you get.
So there is this term called cultural fit, which a lot of employers in Canada look for. So Lisa, can you tell us a little bit more about what the term cultural fit means and what are the values that the employees are looking for?
So most companies have a set of core values that they use to do their business, and so researching those core values of the company that you're applying to. Further to that, understanding a company's core values could determine whether or not it is a company that you would feel happy to work for. If environmental or sustainability is important to you and the company's core values, that's one of them, that would obviously be a positive thing. As well, if the company you're interested in has a lot of teamwork and you prefer to work independently, then that also may not be the company that would be a good fit for you.
Those are some very useful tips, Lisa. So what are some of the core values that most of the Canadian companies are looking for?
Some of the common ones are things such as integrity and honesty, doing the right thing, looking out for people, good customer service.
Can you share with us some interview tips?
So I think being prepared is the #1 tip. Doing your research before you arrive for the interview, knowing the background and the history and maybe some positive things about the company you're interviewing with. As well, if you have an idea of who your interviewer will be, having some information or knowledge about them also can help.
And people can get that information by LinkedIn, right? They can look up the person?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Most companies have a website, and often they will have information of their leadership team on their websites where you can gather information. Secondly, being on time, if not early, is very important and will give the first impression to the interviewer. Making a connection when you meet the interviewer, making sure you shake their hand. It's as simple as that. And then being prepared with some situational responses to the questions, the interview questions that they're going to ask. A good rule of thumb is to use the SAR approach, which when you're asked a question, you respond with the situation that you experienced, the action that was taken to resolve the experience, and the result of that whole situation.
This is something I noticed, that employers will ask you questions outside of your resume. So they want to get to know you as a person and build a relationship with you. So don't be surprised when they ask you things like, what do you like to do for fun? Or where do you hang out? Or, just little questions to get to know you better. Is there anything else, Lisa, that people can do to create a good impression, a good first impression?
I think showing up and having some questions for the interviewer is also very important. It shows you're engaged, you're put some value into the process, and that you're truly interested in the position.
Can you tell us something about Canadian feedback culture?
Absolutely. I think feedback is a positive thing. It's a two-way street, and you may hear some things where you could use some improvement, but you will also hear about the positive things that you've been accomplishing as well. It's never a bad thing, and it should be welcomed. As well as a manager or someone in a leadership role, we would welcome feedback as well if there were different points that could be doing better or changing to make the whole relationship more successful.
I also noticed that the lines of communication are more open here between the management and the employees. Would you agree to that?
Absolutely. I think that if you want and or need something from your manager, then you need to ask. If there is an opportunity that you would like to be considered for, then you need to speak to that, because that is how you will advance or move forward or change your job or try new things.
Thank you so much, Lisa, for your time and for sharing your experience with us. I'm sure all our viewers are going to benefit from all these useful tips.
You're absolutely welcome. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.